I say this once, I say this a million times, right? You got to have faith in this truth. You got to have faith in the Most High God, Yahweh. You got to have faith in His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, right? You got to, man. There's no other way to properly please Him. You know, this is Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it's impossible to please Him. For he that come to God must believe that He is and a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. You got to trust in the Lord no matter what you're going through. You know, high times, low times, you got to have faith. The Lord is going to be trying your faith in these times to come. You gotta believe, right? This is Matthew 14:30. But when he saw the wind was boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Yahweh Shai stretched forth his hand and caught him and said, O thou of little faith, wherefore did thou doubt? So you got to understand, like, you're not supposed to have doubt in this thing. You're not supposed to have fear. I know we're only humans, and these are the emotions that's going to come over us from time to time. But you got to put your faith in the Lord. He will save you. He will protect you. He's your strong tower. He's your fortress. He won't let the pestilence. He won't let the sword. He's going to protect you in these times to come, right? You serve the Lord. You got to have faith. No matter how hard it gets. I know some things are harder than others. Sometimes you might be facing death face to face, but you got to have faith in the Most High, right? You gotta have faith in the only begotten Son that He will see you through. You know what I'm saying? Here's what faith is. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, right? So you might not see the horizon. You might not see things coming up. You might not see your way out, but you gotta have faith, right? There's millions of examples in the Bible to show you, right? Look at Abraham. You know, without faith, how can he go on to the further country? You know what I'm saying? How are you supposed to know where to go? But he trusted in the Lord, right? He had faith. And same way you must have faith in this time to come. You might be facing certain circumstances, but guess what? You gotta trust in the Lord, right? Let's see what else is going on. Let's see what the Lord is commanding us to do, right? Trust in the Lord. Proverbs 3:5. Starting 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. Sometimes things might not make sense to you, right? It might seem impossible. It might seem like there's nowhere out, but you got to trust in the Lord. Time and time again, He has shown us that He is the way, Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, right? The world calls Jesus Christ. You got to have faith, and walking around with fear, making actions out of fear, you know what I'm saying? And what ifs, that's not the spirit that you're supposed to be in. You got to have the spirit that the Lord will see me through. I have faith. I'm not going to fear this situation. The Lord has always provided for me, and He's not going to fail us now, right? Psalms 118 and 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in men. You know, you're going to the hospital, the doctor telling you, oh, if you don't act on this, you know, you might catch this and you might catch that, and you got to take this vaccine because what if this and what if that? Man, screw all of that. Trust in the Lord. The Lord is the one who decides who lives and who dies. The Lord is the one who decides who wakes up in the morning, right? So long as you got your faith and trust in the Lord and you're doing what's pleasing to Him, what do you have to fear? Nothing. Trust in the Lord and have faith. Without faith, it's impossible to please Him, right? It's Isaiah 12:2. Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid, right? Do not be afraid. For the Lord Jehovah, right, whose true name is Yahweh, right, is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation, right? You got to trust in the Most High God, Yahweh, man. There's no other way no other way to do these things. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way to please Him, right? Psalms 91 and starting off in 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? Let's see the rest of it. I will say the Lord, He is my refuge, my fortress, my God. In Him will I trust. Surely, right? Surely you got to have that boldness, that confidence, that trust, that faith that the Most High is going to see you through whatever circumstance. The Lord is the author of everything. He is in control at all times. Contrary to popular belief, you know, the devil is trying to pull you. The Most High is trying to pull you. No, man. The Most High is in total control. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be my shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Right? 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but shall not come nigh thee. Only with thy eyes shall I behold and see the reward of the wicked, right? So these are the things that the Lord is commanding us to do, man. You got to have trust and you got to have faith, right? Psalms 118:6, the Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do to me? Like, you really need to internalize these verses, right? The Lord is telling you, don't be afraid. Don't fear. These things are not of the Lord. The Lord did not give us that spirit of fear, but you got to trust. You got to believe. You got to have hope. You got to have faith. The Lord is going to see you through no matter what circumstance you're facing. No matter what circumstance, the Lord might be testing you, right? Testing your faith. You say you believe in the Lord, right? But you know you're supposed to have faith. Yeah, but when you actually put to the fire, are you going to actually have faith? When you're actually faced with life and death situations, are you going to actually have faith? You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say things, but when push comes to shove, are you going to stand strong? You know what I'm saying? And that's basically it. You gotta have faith, man. Without faith, it's impossible to please him. And even you see the Apostle Peter, nobody's perfect. We're all gonna go through these things, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta remember, right? You gotta remember, you got to have faith in this thing. The Lord is in control at all times, life and death, riches and poverty. The Lord knows what you need, man. Trust in the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. There's no other way.